you have so many different thoughts going on. It's hard, it's not easy to make the right decisions and like, stop working when you should. Peaceful and sustainable. That should be the number one priority.
In this coaching session, we meet a Swedish entrepreneur who runs saunas all across Sweden. Business is growing fast, especially in Stockholm. But as a one-person business, he's facing a challenge that all entrepreneurs face. How do you scale when you don't have enough time and you want to stay sane? Let's find out. What would you like to focus on today in this sauna?
About the future. I'd like to talk about the next step after today, and just exploring how like there's a lot of opportunity at the moment in Stockholm for sauna, and the demand is very high, but we don't have a lot of saunas here. So me as a 27-year-old young entrepreneur who's just started a sauna business, I can't stop thinking about saunas. That's the only thing.
Sounds like a good thing. Can't stop thinking about saunas. So by the end of this session, this sauna session, what would a successful session look like for you?
I think a cold plunge is super important. So if the water is ice, like where you have to make a hole in the ice, that would be the best, because then your body really feels uncomfortable and you feel all these you feel the cold really.
Yeah, that would be nice. And when it comes to your business,
Okay.
by the end of this sauna session, what would success look like? What would you like to have more clarity on?
Okay. I don't know, David. I don't know. There's so many thoughts going in my head, so I just have a hard time grasping everything at the moment. So I think
What's the biggest thought right now?
probably the next sauna in a new location. And there's a few locations in Stockholm that are missing saunas, so that's the next. That would be the next step from here. Just having like some clarity on what to focus on, and since we only have 24 hours every day, you don't have time to do everything.
Yeah.
So, and I'm as you said, a one-man team, so I really have to figure out where I should put my time. So clarity on this next sauna in Stockholm. So on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being super clear, 1 being I have no idea, how clear are you in terms of next steps for the sauna? Sorry, can you repeat that? It's getting hot in here. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. So I'm curious, like how clear you are on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being I am super clear what the next steps are for my sauna. 1 being I have no idea. How clear are you in terms of next steps for this sauna? I would say around a 7, I'd say. So I know the process. I just have to sit down and visualize. That's kind of my thing. I like going to the new location and just seeing, like, entering a sauna that's not there, and just like imagining how it would be when everything's finished, and trying to visualize the future and already seeing it before it's there. I think that's the key. So right now it's a 7 because you know the process and the steps. What you don't have is that vision. And so by the end of this sauna session, right now you're at a 7. What number would you like to be at? 10. 10. Yeah. Okay. So let's visualize that. Like, what would a 10 look like for you? I'd say what would a 10 look like for me? You see the view we have now? Mm-hmm. Imagine just changing that view and having this new place with different water and different houses and different people coming and a different vibe. That would be a 10.
That would be a 10.
Yeah.
And right now, it sounds like you don't have that view. You're not sure where that sauna location is, or do you?
It's on the other side. So we'd have to go there. Probably.
Yeah.
Just feel and see it there.
Yeah. So what is holding you back from getting that vision?
I'd say time.
Time.
Yeah. From very early in the morning till very late, it's just packed with activities for me. So having the time to go there and really spending an hour or two just soaking everything in, that would be great. But I don't think I have at the moment I don't have the time, but we could change that and prioritize the vision more and then leaving other things out. So yeah.
And when it comes to, you have so many things you do as a one-person business owner. This next sauna in Stockholm, where does it sit on the priority list for you?
It's very high on the priority list. So, or it should be very high, but at the moment it just entered the list. So now I have to kind of make sure it's number one priority. Yeah, man. It's like starting a business, being alone, you have so many different thoughts going on. Like it never stops, it never ends. But having like a sauna, having a sauna to go and relax in helps a lot. So since there's a few saunas now where we can just breathe and relax, it makes the entrepreneurship like slightly easier. Like I can't imagine being in a office and like starting a business behind your computer and not being able to go outside and work outside. So.
Yeah. How does it feel right now? We're in a sauna.
Yeah. It feels good, despite that we shouldn't have as many clothes on as we have. But it feels good. I'd like to. I think I'd actually like to spend like another 30 minutes here and just, crank up the heat and go have a cold plunge.
Yeah, because you mentioned the next sauna in Stockholm, that should be higher on the priority list.
Yeah. That's the dilemma. So should I prioritize scaling the company or should I prioritize my own like mental health? That's the balance.
That's a balance because it sounds like you believe by scaling this next sauna in Stockholm, you risk your mental health.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you can say that.
And I'm curious, how true is that you need to risk your mental health in order to build this next sauna?
Do you think it's an illusion more, or would you say you can do both?
What do you think?
I think you could do both. A friend once told me, people who say like, "Oh, I have a lot to do. I'm super busy today." It's usually just a feeling you have, and I think that resonates a lot with me. So we could probably do both. Take care of our mental health and scale a company. But then it's hard. It's not easy to make the right decisions and like stop working when you should. And
Yeah. It sounds like what's hard about it is taking the time to stop, to relax.
Sorry, I just got distracted by
We
that.
got distracted by two guys looking in, but that's also the beauty of it. We need laughter and it sounds like it is hard because by focusing on building and scaling your business, there's a lack of time.
Yeah.
But you also believe that you can do two things at once. What do you believe needs to happen for you to create this balance?
Having it's hard, but probably having a space where, okay, this is where I work. I work these hours, and then during this lunchtime, I don't work, or after a certain time in the evening, you just close the computer and stop working. Having like boundaries and routine, and spaces where you relax or work. I'd say that'd be good.
Yeah, and
Don't
just
have that at the moment.
you don't have that right now.
It's all
But just
mixed
like
up.
thinking about that and envisioning that, how does that feel?
Oh, it feels relaxing and professional, and the way to go. Yeah.
So far, like, what are you learning about yourself?
Today or during
Right
the
now.
last few? Right now. About myself. I work too much, probably. I think so. For my own long-term health.
And it sounds like mental health and your well-being is really important for you.
Yeah, it is. That should be the number one priority.
That should be the number one priority. And you also mentioned saunas help people relax to
Yeah.
relieve stress. And it sounds like for you, this is also your number one priority.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
But there's also a way to be able to balance. And you also mentioned how you do that is setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries, because you shouldn't be stressed if you run a sauna business. You could say like coaches don't play, but if I'm helping people de-stress and relax, I think you should also like be an example and show them how to find this balance.
And like boundaries, that's a big important word. How can you set boundaries while still being able to balance your business?
Yeah, having an office, clear space where with office hours probably as well, as maybe that's not possible every day, but usually that should be the goal, to have a few hours free time and then these hours work. And yeah, getting up early, not staying awake until 3-4 a.m. I don't think that's not sustainable. So yeah.
Yeah, and because having an office space sounds like it could be a co-working space, just office space, it helps you, it allows you to separate the space between work and your personal life.
Yeah.
And just imagining that, how does that feel?
Well, it feels nice. I think that's the goal for today, to find an office.
Yeah, finding an office in Stockholm?
In Stockholm, finding an office in Stockholm, which is affordable since it's a startup, you know. So we can't afford like the best location probably, but something that works. Doesn't have to be too big. Just need a room, basically. So I think we could find one today.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, the way you look seems a lot more relaxed than when we started. It was just like, ah. And finding a place in Stockholm sounds like it's easy.
I mean, it's we have housing. It's not too easy to find housing in Stockholm, and we have limited space. Of course, it's our capital, but it's not impossible. Could probably find one, at least for a while, and then change to a better one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have a clear next step in having an office space would allow you to be able to separate, to create boundaries for yourself, and hopefully allow you to also talk the talk, being the owner of a sauna business. But more importantly, just look on your face, just like, maybe my life will just be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. Peaceful and sustainable.
How likely will you do this?
Out of 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
probably 8. So
Sounds like an 8 is pretty good for you.
yeah, 8 is good. Because you never know who calls or
You never know
what
who
happens.
calls. But yeah, well, I look forward to seeing the growth of your business. But more importantly, looking forward to seeing you thrive as a person and feeling more relaxed as well.
Thank you very much, David.
Boundaries, slowing down. We talked afterwards about entrepreneurship and how it's a marathon and not a race. He realized that the most important thing wasn't his business, but his well-being. He asked me afterwards if I would check in after a few months if he would manage to find an office or not. I told him I will. And whether or not he has an office or not, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that he realized that his well-being is his first priority. Well, what were your takeaways from the coaching conversation? Please leave them in the comments below, and I hope you take care. Goodbye now.